She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for The Have and the Have-Nots. This is season 5, episode 6, and I hope everyone had a great day today. I'm tired, but I'm like, let me do my review before it gets too late. And it's not even midnight yet, so I'm still early, but it is what it is. Yes, I wear a microphone now. I'm going to say that for a couple of videos until everyone gets used to it. It's because people were saying that I was low, so I wear a microphone now. So hopefully you can hear my voice. God, people can hear my voice, and my phone keeps going off. It's just so much going on today. It's about to be Wednesday. Let me just cut my ringer off. That's just easier, because if not, it's gonna keep distracting me. Anyway, this episode of The Have and Have-Nots, I mean, it was juicy, it was interesting, I mean, even though I don't think much happened, at the same time, things happened. I'm just ready for, I mean, the show isn't like surprise, like the scene where Catherine out the blue shot the DA and you was like, oh, I need a moment. You know what I'm saying? I need that. So I just haven't felt like nothing is shocking really. It is what it is. But we see the beginning and we see Wyatt and Justin ass is still up in the apartment fighting. I don't see how Justin ass got a job. Justin ain't never at work. Justin then left work to try to kill Veronica. He done left his desk a few times to go molest Jeffrey. He left, and now he gone and he beating up Wyatt. I'm like, don't they have body dash cams? Like, ain't this being caught on video? I just don't get how he's just able to just freely do all this foolishness and no one knows what's going on. He's a goddamn cop ninja. I'm just like, look, I just need Justin to sit his crazy ass down somewhere. It's getting to the point where you're looking like, okay, at this point, it's getting a little bit non-believable because he's going too goddamn far. And my thing is, Jeffrey should just, Jeffrey, you tried to stab your mother, you killed Quincy. You ain't killed Jeffrey. You ain't tried to kill Justin ass yet. Just snap his neck just a little bit. So it's Wyatt and Jeffrey. As Wyatt and Justin is fighting, some kind of way, here come Jim. I'm like, now how the fuck did Jim? Well, we do know that Oscar probably gave Jim the information or whatever, but he just happened to come at the same time. Wyatt getting his ass beat by the gay cop. Okay, it is what it is. He come in and he break it up, asking Justin, what's your name and who are you? And Wyatt like, don't ask him no question, but you can both get out. Wyatt is too angry for no reason sometimes. I feel like he just needs to have, a cup of coffee or something, or eat a popsicle or have a pickle. I don't know, something. But, just like, don't worry about Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. He like, look, I'm his father. I know your badge number, and I'm going to figure out who you is. I'm going to make your life a living hell. So go ahead about your business. Honey, Justin didn't tell Wyatt, don't you call Jeffrey no more. If you do, I'm going to show you some things. I'm looking like, why are you out here threatening people? You threaten people for Jeffrey, but you also don't want people to know that you're gay. And then his wife, a judge, she ain't called him to her chambers to say, baby, what you doing? I just don't know what's going on. At that point, Justin leaves, Wyatt and his daddy talking. Well, not really talking. Oh my God. He is telling Jim to get out. Jim, like, I just want to have a conversation. But, after Jim molested that lady last week, I'm not here for his antics. I want Jim to go the fuck away. So Jim is basically saying to him, what do you think is going to happen if you try to, testify against me and your mom? And then, what aggravates my soul? When people call me bae. Don't call me bae or boo. Call me Jay Lee. I'm not bae. I'm too old to be bae. I'm 36 years old. Sorry about the little thing, but yeah, it is what it is. Anywho, he's asking Wyatt, like, what does he think is going to happen if he really tried to get him and Catherine sent away or whatever. And Wyatt, like the typical rich, spoiled, kid that he is, well, I told the DA already, they know everything, and, your mom going to go to jail. And I'm like, why? It's not that simple. That's not how things work. That's not how anything works. Jim was like, if you do that, you're going to end up broke eventually. You don't handle money well. You're going to be on drugs, out here sucking dick for dollars. So, you should really not do that and let me and your mom help you because you in over your head. And why you're like, man, whatever, I don't need you. And Jim like, look, you already done spent $2 million for this damn apartment, which is only worth $700,000. So they already done, got you for $1.3 million. And I'm looking like, now that was stupid. That was real dumb. And I'm like, $2 million for that apartment? $2 million? Like, bruh. And so when he said that, Wyatt kind of still didn't look phased or whatever, but Jim was trying to let him know, like, you think you have this stuff handled and you don't. You're gonna be broke because even though you have all this money, you blowing through it like crazy. And that's true, because didn't he only get like 12 million? Like, when was it like 12 million? I don't think it was that much. So if you spend $2 million on a damn apartment, you can probably try to spend another $500,000 on a car. You're gonna probably trying to buy drugs that's gonna cost you like $50,000 a week. You gonna be broke and you're gonna be out in these streets sucking dick for dollars. And I think that's what Jim is trying to say to Wyatt, but Wyatt don't really be listening. So he like, look, whatever, I don't care what you gonna do. You gonna kill me now? I don't care. I'm gonna still testify, and y'all going to jail, and it is what it is. So Jim is like, look, I'm not gonna kill you. I love you. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. And even though Jim makes my fucking skin crawl, he's being truthful. Even though he's trying to play Wyatt because he want Wyatt's money, it's still true. Wyatt gonna end up broken out here sucking dick for dollars. And, well, maybe not sucking dick for dollars. He might be like coochie for dollars, but you get what I mean. So, Jim says, eventually you're gonna crawl back home to me and your mom. And when you do, just remember this conversation and we trying to warn you of what's going to happen. Honey, Wyatt said, I'm not gonna crawl back home because ain't no home to crawl back to. Mom divorcing you. I was looking like, well, okay. Why throw that shade? Because it's true. I mean, where does Jim live in a hotel? Boy, bye. So the next scene we see is Veronica basically getting out the hospital. The doctor letting her know that she's basically okay, but she's gonna be sore from the car accident itself. And he offers to give her some pain meds. She's like, no pain pills, because we know Veronica used to have a pain pill or a pill popping problem. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. I do that when I get tongue-tied sometimes. So yeah, she had a prescription pill problem, so she does not want any medication, which is it's a good thing to do or whatever. And then a female cop come in, I guess, asking questions, and I'm like, wow, all of a sudden we seeing new people. And, she's asking, like, what happened or whatever. And Veronica being her typical mean self saying, where was you at when they was, the truck was running me down. She's like, wait, what truck? So Veronica brings up how a pickup truck, was Justin, who ran her over off the road or whatever. And she's giving her the basic info that she has. And the cop's like, do you have any enemies? I have a ton of enemies because I'm a lawyer. So I've defended all kind of crazy people. But then she told the lady, if I have any information, I'll contact your superiors because obviously you're not that smart. I'm like, bitch, that's why people trying to kill your ass. Because you're rude as fuck. You can't be doing that to people. And it is what it is. And then see David, who was done visiting Jeffrey, and he's all in his feelings, so all pissed off. He calls Veronica. Veronica answers the phone, she just got out the hospital. Why would you get Jeffrey arrested? Why would you do that? He's our son. He needs us, and you need to get him out of jail. Veronica told him he like boys. He gonna stay in jail where the boys is at. I'm looking like, Veronica, you can't do that. And, David is the only thing, like, that's our son. He gay. You need to accept it. And she like, no, I don't. But Veronica, yes, you do. You not accepting Jeffrey being gay is causing you more harm than it's causing Jeffrey. Because Jeffrey's still out here sucking dick. Okay, he out here messing with people. He out here messing with Justin. He was also messing with Landon. He's not being gay. And my thing is, if you want him to not be gay, don't put him in prison. Okay? So they going back and forth, and basically he's saying to her, you need to get him out, and she's saying no. His ass staying there. I ain't got nothing to do with that, and she hangs up on him. Erica then calls David And, you know, they chit-chatting for a little bit of a minute. And she just said how she finna go run some errands. How you got errands to run, but you had it from some crazy man? But I ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna leave that alone. So I'm like, you know, it is what it is. Who cares? And David then goes and talks to Justin. He sit down. I'm looking like, is he gonna say out loud, you fucking my son? And so he sit there. He asked Justin, like, you know, okay, what's going on with you and my son? He like, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, look, I know my son gay. I get that, you know what I'm saying? But I know my son, and, you know, what's going on, you know, between y'all. He like, nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with that. David then says, I know that you was at the house when they found Quincy's body. And if you don't leave my son alone, I'm going to make it seem like you a crazy, jealous ex-boyfriend or gay lover who displayed the evidence against Jeffrey to get him arrested. He then said, I'm going to make you look worse than the OJ trial cop. And that OJ trial cop looked bad. Like, he took the stuff home with him. It was really, really, really bad. But, you know, he isn't backing down to Justin, point blank to the period. And I think Justin realized David ain't like Veronica. You know, Veronica is petty evil. David is like boiling underneath the skin. I want to claw your eyes out and bury your body in a river type of evil. But not really evil. I mean, he just looked like he's not to be fucked with when he's in that mode. And that's how he went to talk to Justin. So he like, you know, leave my son alone or I'm gonna ruin you. And I'm like, yes, ruin him. Yes, please, because he done too much shit. So he then, as he's getting up to leave, he then see Candace being led in handcuffs. I'm looking like, well, okay. Well, we know that she was really arrested, because I kept on saying last week, if somebody walk up to me, a stranger, talking about, you know, we the police, come with us, I ain't going to be kidnapped by the Mexican cartel. No, don't want to do it. So first, this is the part why I call bullshit. This is what I heard. This is what I seen on TV. What I just think is common sense. I think when people are arrested, whether you're male or female, they don't put the men and the women on the same side. So when they was walking her through and they had her sit down and it was men right there, and I'm like, I don't think they're supposed to do that. And then it just so happens to make her sit down right where Jeffrey was at. So I'm like, is somebody setting her up? So her and Jeffrey talking or whatever, you know, he thinking that she there because she was also arrested for Quincy's murder. And she's like, that ain't what I'm here for. Hush your mouth, be quiet, don't talk, you know, leave it alone. And she trying to calm him down, like, you know, just don't talk, don't say anything, we'll be fine. And, you know, he's saying, you know, I can't go to jail. I can't be in jail. I can't go to prison. I've only been here for a couple hours. I'm already going crazy. That's because Justin keep going in there fucking with you. If Justin leave you alone, you could probably get some rest. So, she like, you know, I think she said, well, you know what you did. And he said, bitch, what? I know what we did. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on me. It was us. Okay? It was a trifecta. And she's like, you know, you know, and then he then said, you know, you and your brother, because remember, Jeffrey did stab him, but Candace helped him die, and then Benny buried the body. Y'all are a trifecta. Y'all are the three together who did this all together. So Candace trying to make it seem as if, well, you did this, and he like, no, nigga, we did this. Me, you, and your brother, because he buried the body. We all, if I'm going down, we all going down. She's like, okay. She's like, just be quiet. Just don't say anything, you know. Just keep your mouth shut, and then we can get it all figured out. And I agree with that. I think sometimes people get so scared in jail that they just start talking and they shouldn't. Just shut up, you know. So we then see Benny and Melissa and Mitch at Veronica's house. And you see Mitch outside the door, and he hearing some things. He hearing some moaning and some groaning. And he opened the door anyway, which I'm like, why you open the door with moaning and groaning? You should know what's going on. You grown ass man. Honey, Benny on top of Melissa ass getting it. He like, get out. Close the door. I'm looking like, okay, Benny. Benny tapping that. And she liking it. And, you know, I'm like, okay, they doing whatever. He closed the door. He go downstairs. He sit down for a little second. Veronica walks in the house. Lord Jesus. She like, oh, Veronica, hey, come have a seat. You know, take a load off. Sit down. She's like, where's Benny? He like, oh, he's upstairs getting your clothes. Well, I've been calling him. He hasn't been answering because he up there fucking Melissa. And like, oh, I think he left his phone in the car. He's like, but, you know, sit down, you know, take a load off. I'll go up there and get him. He go upstairs. Benny and Melissa still telling him to get out or whatever. He like, man, look, Veronica's here. She's down, so you gotta go. Benny get up, he getting dressed. Melissa sitting there naked as a bluebird with her boobs out and the coochie open. We didn't see that, but I'm insinuating that. And Mitch like, what is going on? She like, you didn't finish. What are you okay, Mitch, do you want to have a turn? Nah, you was slutting these streets. That's called a train. You can't let them run a train on you. When you had sex with one man and he gets off, you had sex with another man, that's called a train. Now see, if y'all was all having sex at the same time, that's a threesome. You can't be out here trying to get trains ran on you. Just don't do it, Melissa. This doesn't look right. I know your daddy died and you're very, very upset. Girl, just don't do it. Or is you trying? I don't know what she's trying to do. I'm like, why is she trying to fuck them both? But it is what it is. So they go downstairs or whatever, you know. He talked to Veronica, and Melissa walked downstairs in some heels, her robe, and the goddamn panties and bra. And Veronica like, what? Go put some clothes on. And she's like, what, you like me to dress like this around the house? She's like, yeah, for my son. And Melissa said, he don't like it. I said, it's a gay. And I'm just like, well, that is true. He doesn't like it because he likes men. And she's like, you know, you should go get dressed. And Melissa like, I don't want to get dressed. I'm not going to get dressed. It is what it is. Hey, Benny, do you want to finish? I'm like, Veronica didn't catch that because she said, he don't want to do nothing with you. Yes, he do. Girl, yes, he do. So Benny then say, well, I'm finna go. I'm leaving. Veronica then asked him, wait, can you help me upstairs so I can get up to my room? My thing is, they was having sex in Veronica's bed. If she don't smell sex, we know it's fake. Because everybody know when you having sex, you smell sex. Okay? And it don't even have to stink. It just smells like coochie and penis and butt. Which will ass does stink. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the sex smell ain't that bad. But they just had sex. Ain't no way. And no wet spot on the bed. Ain't no way the essence of it isn't in the air. And, you know, he helped her upstairs. And now while he helping Veronica upstairs, Melissa trying to get on Mitch. Like, you know, I always heard things about tall guys. I'm looking like, with Benny tall, he just black tall, Mitch white tall. What you trying to say? Well, whatever. She, like, climbed up him. I'm like, Melissa out here thotting and bopping. You know, Mitch had to crawl or get himself out the damn house because she was trying to get that penis. And I'm like, girl, just calm down. It ain't that serious. You know, just wait for Benny to have sex with you later. Just don't mix and match the DNA. So, upstairs, you know, he helped her to her room. She sat down. She don't smell the sex. Okay, if you say so. And she like, you know, what she say? I think she like, kiss me. They was kissing and stuff. Benny out here pimping backwards. I mean, because you don't know. I mean, you was just fucking with Melissa. Now you literally kissing on Veronica and in the same room. And I'm like, but I don't. Veronica crazy. She's like a murderer. She gonna find out you fucking Melissa and burn your mama house down. The new house that's really Catherine's house. Leave her ass alone. Just fuck with Melissa and leave it at that. But no, because Melissa's crazy. Melissa needs, she do need to go talk to somebody. But, you know, they kissing or whatever. He like, you know, I gotta leave, I gotta go. And she's like, can you come back tonight? Can you come back tomorrow? I'm like, Veronica, you was just in the accident. Your body don't even feel right. You can't be having sex after an accident because your body hurt. But he like, you know, all right, I'll come back. I'm looking like a Benny just out here just doing things. You know, he walk out the damn bedroom door. Melissa out there still trying to sleep with him. I'm like, but you just tried to fuck Mitch. Now you didn't came back up there, you want to fuck Benny? She's crazy. Benny ends up leaving out the house. And, you know, him and Mitch in the car. And Mitch is basically just teasing him like, yeah, she tried to fuck me too. Melissa out here in these streets, man. She trying to get it. I'm like, girl, bye. But they pull off and it is what it is. You know, we then see Hannah. And she is at Catherine's house. Catherine's house is big as hell. It's really, I like this new house better than I like the old house. The old house was weird and old and dark and gray and brown and shit. And this is just a better house. I just like it. You know, she has the workers outside or whatever. It is what it is. You know, Hannah gets a little tour. They walking around the house and everything. She meet the new maid. You know, Catherine told the new maid, you know, Hannah's my old maid, you know, but she's my friend. She's going to be here to just help you a little bit, to show you how things go. Because, you know, it can be hard, you know, figuring out a new family. And so they're like, oh, okay, it's cool. Then here come Derek. Hey, Derek. Hey, Bob the Builder. You know, he pop up, whatever. Like, oh, yeah, I'm here to fix, you know, A, B, C, and D. And so Catherine looking at Hannah. Hannah looking at Catherine. And Derek looking at Catherine. No, Derek looking at Hannah because he likes Hannah, okay? He likes her. And, you know, she's like, Catherine, what you, she like, what? He had to come fix some stuff. So Catherine then takes the maid, say, I want to show you whatever. And Hannah like, you know, that's what I'm here for, Catherine. She's like, no, it's okay. Y'all can sit here and talk or whatever. So, you know, they sit and they talk. And he still asking her, like, if she wants to go out for coffee. And then she compromised and say, look, I'll make us a cup of tea. And this can be the little coffee that you kept wanting. You know, we're going to do it that way. So, you know, she makes some tea. They sit and they chit-chatting. And then he, like, you know, he asking her, like, this, you know, things about herself or whatnot. And then, you know, he brings up how he's a widower, how he has 3 grown children, his wife died of cancer. And I'm like, oh. Now, see, when he said he was a widower and that he was married to his wife for 30 years, people kept saying, like, what if he's the person who raped her when she was younger? But I'm wondering if that's true. I wish they would have, Hannah would have said, like, where the tattoo, the lion tattoo was, because I'm like, was it on the neck? Like, did he not have a shirt on? It was on his chest. Because I keep looking at this man, I'm trying to see a tiger, you know, like a lion tattoo, and I don't see anything. Well, I'm like, but if he has to take his shirt off, you know, that's something completely different. But it's hearing him say how, you know, he's in the church, he's a deacon at his church, he was married for 30 years, you know, I just don't see him being her rapist, because I think Candace is supposed to be younger than 30, I assume. And I'm thinking if that man has been married with kids for that long, he wouldn't have been a drunk person out here raping people. So, you know, we have to still figure out who her rapist is. But I'm really hoping it's not him. Hannah didn't lost her damn house. Hannah didn't went through enough, okay? I mean, let Hannah live a little bit. The last man that she was even dating, we don't know where that man went. And now this whole new man on here, let her get some happiness. Don't let this man be the man who raped her. Please, Jesus, don't do it. But whatever. But as he's talking and she realized he not that bad, you know, she's like, kind of laughed to herself. She's like, you know what? I misjudged you. I prejudged you. You know, I thought you was like this a horn dog trying to get some. And he was like, what? Really? And she's like, yeah, you know, I just thought that you was being thirsty, basically. And then he said, you know, like, no. He like, I'm just a widower. I miss my husband and I'm lonely. And then she's like, well, if you're a deacon in the church, we know how it's easy to find a wife in the church. And then he said, well, yeah, but I particularly like the chase, having to chase someone and not chase, having to court or having to, you know, go after them or whatever the word I can't think of right now. And he said, you know, sometimes they just throw their stuff at me. Like, you know, the Bible say, you know, he who finds a good wife has found a good thing. And I think his thing was they keep seeking me out. They not letting me seek them out. So it turns me off. And I think he liked Hannah because she not really checking for him like that. And he finds that intriguing. And she also finds it intriguing that, one, he knows scripture, how he's just not who she thought he was. And they, you know, have a good little moment or whatever. So the last scene that we see, Candace is put into a cell. And of course they will put Candace in the cell with Quita. Why not? But in real life, that kind of wouldn't happen. Simply because this is the same, y'all are investigating her brother's murder. And y'all at one point thought she did it. In real life, them two people would never be in the same cell together. And if they was, it'd be fireworks as it was today. So, you know, like, well. Look who locked up. You know, your ass finally gonna fry for what you did to my brother. And Candace like, I don't know what you talking about. You know, you crackhead, go find some crack and smoke it. And, you know, she thinks Candace is in there because of Quincy's murder. She don't know Candace ass in there for being a prostitute. Or for being a thief. For stealing and robbing people. And, you know, she keeps saying, like, you know, I didn't have anything to do with your brother's murder. Like, I don't have anything to do with what you're talking about. And you buried him in your backyard. You know, you didn't even give him a proper burial. And he loved you. And she was like, your brother was a fucking abuser. You know, he was a horrible person. He hit you because he loved you. He told me every day how much he loved him. I'm looking like, Quita is really batshit crazy. Because any woman to say, oh, he loved you because he hit you, you stupid. You're dumb. You're very dumb. And she's like, whatever. Bravo. He loved me, so he beat me. She's like, you just so dumb, whatever. Quita then said, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because, you killed my brother, and the karma came right back around. It came real quick, didn't it? I'm like, I know she's not going to try to play the fact that Lil Quincy was killed is in retaliation for a Big Quincy being killed. And she's like, he was safe with me. I had him, and your brother come and took him from me. If he was still with me, he'd still be alive. Yeah, your son dead, and it's all your fault, honey. Candace jumped up and started beating Quita's ass, hitting her head into the goddamn the bars or whatever. They on the floor tussling and scrapping and fighting and stuff. And she got on top of her, was punching her. I think we've been waiting all 5 seasons to see Quita and Candace finally fight. Because my thing is, when you have your brother dating someone who you don't like, or if you don't like your ex's sister, sometimes in certain situations somebody gotta get their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? This is sometimes, especially if I feel like you killed my brother. Okay, we gotta fight. However, technically Candace didn't literally do it. She had something to do with it though. But, they was fighting on the ground, and that's how the episode goes off. So, like I said, the episode was good. Things happen, but I just think things to progress a little bit more. I am interested to see this thing with Hannah and Dear, how far that's going to go. I want to see how Erica going to dig herself out of the hole that she's in, because she going to have to be out here sucking dick for dollars to raise $100,000 that Candace wants. But my thing is, it's a good thing that Candace is in jail, because, she ain't going to be able to get the money. But we see for the upcoming previews that Candace is going to get out some kind of way. But yeah, so other than that, that was my review for the haves and the have-nots. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am Jay Lee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Peace.